Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I am choosing my June TBR with the help of a colour picker wheel. Right, so I've seen a bunch of videos with people choosing their reads based on this colour picker wheel. Like the wheel chooses a colour and then they find a book that is that colour and they read it. So I do want to do a reading vlog like that, but I thought why not choose my June TBR like that too, because it's such a cool idea. So we have a bunch of colours, as you can tell, and I've got my, there we go. I've got my little TBR cart here. I do have some books behind me that I haven't read yet. And I do have some books behind you guys up on that shelf over there that I haven't read yet. But for now, I thought we'll try over here with this angle because it's looking decent. Let's spin the wheel. Yeah, so we're choosing 10 books to read. So here we go. First book. What is that? Is that purple? What does that say? Indigo. Okay. So it's kind of a blue, deep blue purple. Well, deep blue is another colour. Right. Have I got an indigo here? I feel like this book matches that colour. Don't know how much you can see that. Does this match that blue? I think it does. Yeah, dark blue. Indigo dark blue. There we go. Right, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin is going to be the first book for June. So this is a kind of general fiction, but it's also got like a romance subplot or something like that. Apparently it follows these two characters throughout their like life. I don't know like how far into their life, but I know it's like a bigger timeline rather than like a few months, few days. It's like years. And a lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, so I'm interested to see where I go. Second book. Ooh. Cyan? I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's basically like a bluish green. Do I have one over here that's like that? I wanna go with this one. No, that's more light blue. Or is it? I've got one on my shelf, let me get it. Okay, second book for June, Date with Destiny by Lucy Vine. So this is a book I found in the bookshop and I haven't heard of it before. So I do like to read books that I haven't heard of before, because then I have like no clue what it's about and it kind of just, you know, surprises me throughout the whole book. But this is definitely a romance, or I think it is. But it also follows a bit of a like supernatural kind of story where Ginny has went to a psychic and there have been some predictions about what's going to happen when she turns 32, and basically they start coming true or something along those lines, and she's wondering like what is going to happen next, because some of the predictions have come true and there's like still some left. So yeah, very curious to read this. Book 3. Oh, is that orange? Orange, okay. Ooh, do we have an orange? Would you say this is orange? I feel like it's more like pinky red. Mm, no, that's not matching. Okay, this is the only kind of orangey colour I own, so we're gonna go with this one. I got this book from my mum not long ago, and it's completely out of my comfort zone, and it might potentially be a part of a series, I have no clue, but we're gonna read it. The main character is a man, which to me, it's not like I don't want to read it, because of course I do, I'm curious, but it's just not what I'm used to. So, as I've said, completely out of my comfort zone. No idea what it's about, but I think it's something like criminals and special investigators, and I don't know how that's gonna go. But I do like watching like crime and like FBI stuff on the TV, like TV shows and like movies. So maybe I'll like it in a book too. Book 4. Deep Purple. Ooh. Okay, before you guys come at me, the cover is not deep purple, but the spine is, so I'm choosing it. So we've got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This has been a very popular book on BookTok, and it just kind of blew up everywhere, to be honest. And I never read it, so we gotta get along with the hype. And I do have book 2 as well that I am curious to read. Um, and I wanted to say it, if I like this, then I'm curious to read book 2. But no, I have to read book 2 anyway because I bought it, so not letting that go to the waste. Anyway, this is a hockey sports romance, as far as I'm aware. And I heard there's a lot of explicit scenes in it. And that is all I know. To be honest, I have been good at avoiding spoilers for this book. I don't know why or how, but I just don't know anything about it other than it's a hockey romance with spicy scenes. So here we go. Right, 5th book. What is that? Oh, pink. Ooh, but it's like a dark pink. Okay, this isn't very pink, but I really want to read this book. So we're gonna go with The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. Don't know how to pronounce that, I'm very sorry. So this is a very anticipated read of mine. It follows a nanny and a single dad, and the nanny has like an OnlyFans account, and I assume like the single dad somehow like followed her on that at some point. But yeah, I know it's gonna be like spicy, but I'm here for it because it's a single dad romance, and I have a thing for single dads. And I am obviously curious of how the child is going to be written in this, because not everyone can write children's perspectives and speech correctly. So I'm very curious, and I just can't wait to read this. Book 6. Oh, come on. What is that? Red. Okay, I thought it was pink again. Red. Right, I'm gonna go with this book. The Power by Naomi Alderman. If you watched my previous TBRs, this has been on a few and I still haven't read it. It is a dystopian sci-fi fiction book, and every time I read the back, I'm just like, oh my god, I want to read this. And then every time I see it on my shelf, I'm like, ooh, I want to read this. But I never pick it up, and I don't know why. and it's on my Storygraph challenge as like one of the prompts. It matches one of the prompts and it's on there, and I haven't progressed with that in a while, so I need to read this book, and I do have very high hopes for it. So I guess I'm a bit scared that I'm gonna be disappointed, but I do really want to read it, so maybe this is the month. Okay, so I just went ahead and removed the colours we already had, because I just put it 5 times and I kept on getting red and blue. Or not the blue, that greenish blue. So, book 7, here we go. Okay, light blue, or like normal blue. Right, I've got a book for this, and it's this one. I know it's not fully blue, but it's blue at the top, so we're counting it. So this is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. It's a very small book. Now I'm here for it. It's definitely a romance. I think it's some tropes I do like. And Christina Lauren, I haven't read any of their books yet, and I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued to get into it and just, you know, read them. So here we are for the 7th book for June. Oh my god, I messed up the colours. Okay guys, I just found a new colour picker wheel because I ruined the other one. So I took out the colours that I already had, and then the colours of the wheels was messed up. Anyway, so we're on to book 8. What is that? It's so small I can't see it. Brown. Okay, brown. Right, let's see. Do we have any brown? Again, this is one where the spine is kind of brown and the cover is not, so bear with me. I got this book, A Little Life, and I don't know how, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that name, but great author, as I heard. This is a very huge book, and all the people that I've heard that have read it have cried their way through it and have been traumatized. And as you may know, those books are usually my 5-star reads, which make me cry and traumatize me. So here we go. Really want to read it. I don't actually know what it's about. I mean, I think, does it follow like a person's life, or does it follow like multiple friends? I'm not actually sure. Again, with this one, I've been good at avoiding spoilers, and now here we are, going into it just knowing it's gonna traumatize me. Right, book 9. I honestly can't read any of them like this, so I'm just waiting for it to pop up. Clover? What colour is that? Oh, it's a kind of like dark pink. It's kind of like this pink, but I don't know if I have any other books. Okay, the only other book that's kind of similar to that colour that is not behind me is this book. So I guess I finally have to take apart this series. It's not like a box set where there's like a box surrounding it. It's literally just a piece of plastic, and I tried to keep it together in I don't know really for what reason, but I did, and now I have to break it apart to get to the first book. Also, we're starting a new series, woohoo! No, is that, oh okay, never mind. There's a barcode sticker there, and I thought that was on the book, but it's not, it's on the plastic. Phew. Right. Okay. Right, so we're reading this book. So this is The Chase by L. Kennedy, and this is the Briar U series, I think it's called. It's basically a kind of spin-off from the off-campus series, and I haven't actually finished that yet. I probably should finish that first, but this is the only book that's the matching colour, so we're gonna put it on my TBR anyway, and we'll see if I read it. It's a hockey romance, I think, and that's all I know. No, guys, it's not supposed to be that colour. It's messed up again. This colour wheel, it automatically removed the stuff and it's still messed up. Right, so you know now, like it's got the colours, but the name of the colours is different. Like this here, it's green, but it says it's pink. Right, for the last book, 10th and final book, we're going back to the original because the other ones just no. Also, I realised I can make it full screen. How nice for the last book. Ooh, okay. Yellow. Great, that is not a colour we've had yet. And ooh, shall we pick a thriller? I've got 2 yellow thrillers over here. I haven't had a thriller yet in this pile. It's just been a bunch of romance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Girl A by Abigail Dean. So it says, I am Lex Gracie, but they call me Girl A. I grew up with my family on the moors. I escaped when I was 15 years old. Now something is pulling me back. No idea what happens in this book, but I assume it's gonna be a good story, and I was gonna say a fun ride, but it's probably not gonna be fun. It's probably gonna be depressing and scary, but thriller vibes, so woohoo. And that is all the books I hope to read in June. Stay tuned to see if I actually do read them.